Sarper Güven might have fans thinking he's gone from bad boy to dream guy, but not everyone's buying the transformation. The 90-Day Fiancé star made waves on The Other Way Season 5 with Shekinah Garner, showing off his over-the-top confidence and controlling habits. From constantly reminding Shekinah that he's been with over 2,500 women to nitpicking Shekinah's appearance and weight, Sarper raised more than a few eyebrows. He may be turning on the charm now, but is it a real change or just a cleverly polished act? Sarper insulted Shekinah in front of her sister, and during an argument that reportedly turned physical, he even pulled out Shekinah's hair. His vanity was not the only red flag. There were many others that Shekinah chose to ignore. Despite his behavior, she agreed to marry him and brought him to the US. Once in America, Sarper seemed to adopt a new persona. He suddenly became more likable to fans, while Shekinah began to appear controlling. This drastic shift raised questions. Was Sarper's transformation genuine, or was it something he had planned all along? Sarper had his first stand-up comedy show in America in episode 13 and was full of confidence. With a colorful past and no work permit yet, he figured open mics were a good way to share his experiences and maybe earn some laughs. But Shekinah had her doubts, warning him that what he found funny might not land the same way with an audience. She was right. Sarper's jokes, loaded with awkward sexual innuendos, fell flat. To make matters worse, he took an unnecessary jab at Dan, who had shown up just to support him. Let's imagine you are all sexually healthy and attractive men, okay? Even you, Dan. Just imagine. I know it's hard. Shekinah felt embarrassed by Sarper's unnecessary dig at Dan and wanted the awkward situation and the show to be over. While she tried to stay supportive, she made it clear that her friends were like her chosen family, especially since she had a strained relationship with her biological family. Dan was someone she deeply valued. She warned Sarper that if her friends started to dislike him, it would cause serious problems in their relationship. Shekinah had been down that road before with exes who clashed with her inner circle. And, as she put it, it was hell to deal with. Sarper had a good time in Montana meeting Shekinah's family. He somehow managed to impress them and seemingly also fooled them into believing he had changed. However, once they came back to Los Angeles, Sarper got into a major argument with Shekinah over practically nothing. He called her useless and said that her face was his problem, especially after Shekinah had come home from a long day at work and cooked a hot meal for him. Sarper told Shekinah, "I'm going back to my country." Sarper told his cousin that he'd almost even booked his flight tickets for Turkey. Interestingly, these events may have been filmed a year ago. Sarper is still in America, and from the looks of it, he is thriving. Now that he has a work permit, Shekinah seems to have helped him get a job that he enjoys in Hollywood. Sarper does something called a boot laugh, which is a 1-hour non-stop dance and workout session with comedy, exercise, and dance. Sarper has made Los Angeles his home, and he fits right in, suggesting that all his homesickness and threats about leaving were just him creating drama. Sarper made the environment in Shekinah's house tense and awkward. She took him to some parties in LA to make him feel comfortable. However, things got bad when Sarper had one of his bad moods. Sarper did not acknowledge Shekinah making such huge adjustments to her life for him to live with her. She packed her entire workspace and moved it out to a different space. Shekinah couldn't even leave during arguments because Sarper was in America now, and he knew Shekinah would have nowhere to escape to. Still, it's 90-Day Fiancé Sarper who somehow gets all the sympathy.